Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. A lot of persons have been calling out Nnamdi Kanu, saying that his insightful statement have put the southeastern zone in jeopardy. Some persons said that he may have meant well. It was supposed to be a virtue, which eventually turned to a vice because of mismanagement of some of the information being released. Well, as we speak, there are still some strong prominent men who are opposed to that ideology, and they're coming strong with their valid reasons why it is not so. Before we go into the news proper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the founder of Adoration Ministry, Enugu State, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, has lambasted President Muhammadu Buhari and urged Igbo leaders to demand for the immediate release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Speaking during a service on Wednesday, monitored, Father Mbaka said since Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, banditry, kidnapping, sit-at-home, bad roads, unemployment have not stopped. Mbaka further lambasted President Buhari for borrowing money to service salaries instead of building industries and factories that will employ many jobless youths in the country. According to him, since Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, banditry, kidnapping, killings, unemployment, sit-at-home, bad roads, terrorism have not stopped. So, what's the need of holding him? Nnamdi Kanu is one of the indigenous brains that we have in this country, and we shouldn't let anyone or anything happen to him because he has never touched an ant. Technically speaking. Nnamdi Kanu is just a spokesperson. Even if he is killed, more tough Nnamdi Kanus will emerge. Nnamdi Kanu is not the cause of unemployment. He's not the cause of killings or bad roads or banditry in this country. Only 2 persons were killed in Sunday Igbo's house, and court awarded 20 billion naira in his favor. How much do you think should be awarded to Nnamdi Kanu that many were killed in his home, in his house? That's that Afarakwu matter. That's quite interesting. This is injustice in this country, or rather, I take that again. There is injustice in this country, and I will keep speaking against it. Nnamdi Kanu is one of my children, and I will keep mentioning his name, Nnamdi, till he is released. Igbo leaders should rise up for Nnamdi Kanu, Mbaka said. It was also reported that High Court of Abia State on Tuesday adjourned the hearing of the case involving the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, until October 7, 2021. The vacation judge, Justice KCJ Okereke, took the decision as the federal government of Nigeria and 5 other respondents in the case have yet to file their responses to the suit brought before the court by Kanu, challenging the alleged infringement on his fundamental rights by the Nigerian government. In the suit number HIH/FR 14/2021, the respondents include the federal government of Nigeria, first Attorney General of the Federation, second Chief of Army Staff, third Inspector General of Police, fifth and Director General State Security Services, seventh, and 3 others. Recall that Kanu, through his lawyer Aloy Ejimako, on September 7 asked the court to award him 5 billion naira as damages for the breach of his fundamental human rights, which began with the 2017 extrajudicial attempt on his life in Abia, his involuntary flight to safety or exile, his abduction in Kenya, and his extradition to Nigeria. He had prayed the court to declare that his arrest, torture, and detention were unconstitutional. He had also prayed the court to declare that his expulsion from Kenya to Nigeria, as well as the military invasion of his building in Abia in 2017, were illegal and unlawful. The IPOB leader had secured an order from the court to serve by substituted means an application for enforcement of his fundamental right. Wow. To think that his father Mbaka that's carrying this thing on his head is amazing. Oh, some many years ago, some 2-3 years ago, Mbaka will naturally not mention that name, Nnamdi Kanu, in any of his preachings, dealings, discussions, on, off air. He doesn't. In fact, he practically avoids Nnamdi Kanu's case like a plague. But right now, permit me to use the one of the highest spokesman of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, even though Ines Ndibo does not speak like this for Nnamdi Kanu. He has been talking and he's saying, look, ever since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention, has banditry stopped? The answer is no. Ever since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention, sit at home, has it stopped? The answer still is no. He said ever since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention, has the economy improved? The answer, of course, is no. He said ever since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, has kidnapping ceased? Of course, the answer still remains no. The question is, the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu may not really be the problem. It could be a symptom, but it's definitely not the root cause. So if you want the symptoms to leave, why not you address the root cause? Then automatically the symptoms will leave. Now that brings us to the matter of with the issue of he mentioned something about Sunday Igbo being given awarded about in a court case anyway. I'm sure that they will still appeal it. It's the normal thing in Nigeria. That 2 persons died in his home and he's being paid some good amount, or court is being mandated that he should be paid some good amount of money. Imagine what happened in Afarakwu in 2017. My God, knowledge is power, I must say. But right now, he's telling the government to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But we all know we all know these things, except they don't want to tell us the truth, that the government will not be releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu except it is done legally, except something out of the blues makes the government holiday to release him. If they cannot allow Bruce Fein, who came all the way from the United States to see his client, they refuse him access to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You see that they've just released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu just like that. I don't see it happening there, except of course the miracles happen, or except of course there will be an international twist to this whole matter. If it's just normal court hearing and all that, they probably may detain him, and probably, now that's my assumption, detain him to probably when this government, finishes their tenure, so that does not cause some unnecessary or cause another issue. Don't forget that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I've always taken to his social media handle to always lambast, talk, expose, discuss, incite, whatever name you're comfortable with, to people in the state, to see how things do not, to expose things if he has some information he has that most Nigerians do not know. So telling them now to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they're saying you should release the gold they have gotten in your hand. Well, I guess that's where we're going to wrap it up. Well, Father Mbaka have really shown that he's his father, because he's actually talking strongly about for his son Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let's listen to that conversation, please. What's your take?